Enfys Tarot. Today is Monday, February 17th, 2025, and it is time for us to do an Earth Magic Monday reading. Earth Magic Mondays are great for getting connected to Source on a deeper level, for aiding in manifestation techniques, and finding out what we need to do to just be a part of the natural balance of things. So let's see what we have in store today. Spirit, could we please have an Earth Magic Monday reading to help us all get in better alignment? What do we need to know? What do we need to look out for? Who are we bringing to the table? All right. We're going to start off with full moon completion. Well, we just had a full moon last week. So what are we bringing to completion? Let's find out why that's important. Vigilance, earth magic, breath, focus, new beginnings. Okay, so, I mean, we're getting a loud, clear message here. It's time to bring things to completion because it's time for new beginnings. And in order for us to successfully navigate a period of transformation like this, we've got to stay vigilant. We have to be aware of our goals. We have to be aware of our intention. We have to be incredibly present to the present moment and really understand what is in front of us and how we're relating to it. All right. Protecting our peace and the peace and harmony of others comes along with the aspect of vigilance. Earth magic is all about manifesting. I mean, it's all about connecting with the earth, connecting with source, getting really clear on what it is we need to be doing to call in what we're looking for, how to manifest. Breath work is important here. It's a really important time as you're transitioning from completion to new beginnings. It's important to take that time to meditate, to get connected, to go outside and breathe in the fresh air, to get that sunlight on you, to really breathe and feel the pulse of the earth around you, okay? Focus on that. Breath and focus. Meditation, all right? You were talking about meditation here. And then this brings you to the new beginning. So how are we manifesting? How are we meditating on the manifesting? And what are we being most connected to? That's what our message is this week. It's time for us to acknowledge a complete cycle, the completion of something, and bringing something new into the world as a result. So thank you for that Earth Magic reading. I'm going to pull some Rider-Waite-Smith cards to find out how is this going to show up in our 3D tangible life here on Earth, and what do we need to do? And good morning, Stephen. Good morning, Raymond Johnson. I'm so happy to see you both. I hope you had a nice weekend. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot about this Earth Magic reading, starting with completion and ending with new beginnings. How is this going to show up for us this week? What do we need to be looking out for? What's our focus? Let's pull on this focus card. What's our focus? Well, King of Swords in reverse means a lack of clarity, a lack of focus. So for some of us listening, we're a bit distracted right now. We might be kind of not thinking clearly, not being really present. You know, it's funny because if you're like out near the East Coast, you really can feel the shift coming in just in the past week. You can feel the shift that winter is closing itself out. I mean, I know we still have about a month before spring officially begins, but the wind coming through, the way the sunlight is hitting the earth, the way things are beginning to wake up a little bit and transition, it's like we know that spring is right around the corner, and we're feeling little gusts of spring wind coming through, and some of them are huge gusts. I mean, like really big. And this is that transition, and we can have an opportunity to focus on what's happening right now. It's difficult to do that when we have this whooshing wind coming through, this big whooshing wind. We're kind of looking everywhere, and we're feeling the wind, and we're hearing the wind, and we're seeing the trees swaying like this and that. Sometimes life gets like that, and it's really, really tough to focus on one aspect of life when you're in the midst of a transition like the one that we're in right now. But getting that clarity is going to be really important, and that starts with having focus. And having that focus is what drives us the wheel of fortune. This is the turning of the cycle. This is getting us out of winter into spring, out of the completed cycle of winter into the new beginning of spring. King of Wands in reverse, absolutely everybody's off their game right now. People are trying to figure out which way to pivot. We don't necessarily know, and it's time to come out of hibernation, all right? The scarcity of the Five of Pentacles right here, the isolation, the disconnection, the loneliness, the scarcity, the lack, those are very wintry feelings. And it is important for us to embrace this time right now, this transition, and be really present. Winter is an important time. It allows us that time to hibernate, to regroup, to re-energize, to disconnect, to have self-reflection. And right now it's time for us to start moving toward that new beginning, that rebirth of spring, okay? The Tower coming in reverse. This is the cycle of upheaval. This is the cycle of the seasons changing, our patterns changing, the generations changing, okay? No need, there's a lot of worry. There's a lot of worry coming through here. Some people are feeling uneasy over this cycle changing. There's fear. That's pulling us away from the focus, okay? Make sure to breathe through this. Do the breath work. Do the meditation. Get the clarity and the presence of mind. And then we're going to end this reading on the World card. The World card is all about remembering that you're protected. We're all protected. If you can take 15 minutes a day and do some, I don't know, some meditation or some yoga and allow yourself to be there and feel the protection, feel the breath work coming through, that's going to really do a lot of good for a lot of people right now in order to transition and be ready for the new beginning. And it allows us to have that clarity and then choose. When we have the clarity, we get to choose, and that is part of manifesting. So there's our Earth Magic Monday reading today. I hope that gets to everyone who needs to hear it. Let's go ahead and take some questions. I'm going to clear these cards and take a look at the comments and see if there are some questions that can be answered today. Thank you for that reading. I hope that gets everybody off on the right track this week. As a tried and true Virgo, I'm a Monday lover. I'm a Monday person. I love Mondays. I get so much done on Mondays, and it really helps set me up for the rest of the week. And I'm feeling this reading today. I'm feeling the importance of staying present and not just busting through a task list, not just crossing things off of my to-do list and getting as much done as I can. This is about setting up for the future by being present. All right, I think that's pretty well cleared out. Let's take a look here. Job opportunities, that's coming in for Raymond. Okay, good morning. We got not Tristan, good morning. Good morning. One Luffy, going to travel soon. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read some cards for Raymond Johnson about job opportunities. All right. Could we have a reading for Raymond Johnson regarding job opportunities, please? does Raymond need to know about job opportunities? Do we have any coming in? What does he need to look out for? Is there something he can do to prepare? Okay, well, clearly you're pretty worried about it. You're pretty worried about the current job situation. Part of the reason that you're worried about it is because you haven't really found your true calling, or at least that's how you're feeling. You're lacking some degree of fulfillment because you've not been called to task. And the Six of Cups coming in here in reverse, the King of Swords coming in reverse, the Empress coming in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles coming in reverse. Okay, so this track right here of cards is telling me that part of the issue is you've maybe been unwilling to do the hard work. It might be a time for you to level up in terms of your maturity, maybe in terms of your willingness to put the effort into something. You've been struggling to find joy and happiness and play in your work environment. And what I'm hearing is that you might feel as though work equates misery, like you're only doing it for survival. And that's one of the reasons you've been thrown off course. That's one of the reasons that the opportunities aren't coming in, because you're not listening to your calling. I think that maybe you're doing the things that you think you have to do, but you're really like, it's just draining the energy from you, and it's preventing you from really putting the effort in that is required for you to have your highest success in the work area. The lack of joy and fulfillment, which causes you to feel like you'd rather be doing something else, and there's a procrastination here, and the lack of clarity creates a situation where you're not prepared. You're not ready for the job of a lifetime, the opportunity of a lifetime, because you haven't really been able to create the fertile ground for that to come from. So that's why you're being met with lack of opportunities, and certainly disappointments. This is an important card for you. This card right here talks about no one winning. Everybody failing, everybody losing, everyone being disappointed. And the reason that that's coming through for you is because you do have a calling. And I think that you've been ignoring whatever that calling is. The job opportunities aren't coming in because you're not preparing yourself for the one that is best suited to you. And I'll tell you something. We just came off of a completion and new beginnings reading. It is your week to get really, really quiet and to really have a clearer understanding. I need you to listen to what your calling is supposed to be, okay? You're so clouded and you're looking in the wrong directions. It might be a good idea for you to consider a path of higher learning. It might be a good idea for you to consider talking to a mentor. But this week, take the time to figure out what is your true calling. You've not been following the path of your true calling, is why you're having so many struggles here. You need to get on that path. Once you get on that path and you do what's needed in order to be successful there, as soon as you start, as soon as you get on that path, you're going to see opportunities coming in. You're going to be out of this feeling of scarcity and lack. You're going to be out of this sun in reverse where you're not feeling energized. And it's going to be part of your past. You're going to be able to look back and say, okay, I see now what I was doing that prevented me from achieving career success. And now I'm stepping in with a brand new attitude, and I'm going to find that satisfaction. And it is going to be tough. I mean, this is going to cause a little bit of conflict. You're going to have to change some things around. You're going to have to probably make a little bit of a mess for a minute, but ultimately you're going to be very, very satisfied that you did. And you're going to be proud of yourself. And it's going to be something that you feel really, really good about. So, Raymond Johnson, that's your career reading today. If you stay on course right now as is, you're not going to be met with any opportunities. You've got to start listening for that calling and follow your true calling, okay? And then you're going to have success. So thank you for that question. Thank you for that answer. Let's see who's coming up next. One Luffy. Am I going to travel soon? I'm waiting for an opportunity and not sure if it's going to happen or not. Okay. One Luffy. Is One Luffy going to travel soon? Is that opportunity coming? Will One Luffy be traveling soon? Is that opportunity coming? Something that's definitely holding you back. Let's see what we can do with this. Let me get more of an understanding here. So, part of what's holding you back is a reluctance to give everything that's needed. Like, you don't want to give up some of the comforts that you currently have in order to make the travel opportunity happen. The Ten of Pentacles here is in reverse, and that's suggesting that there may be either a lack of support coming. I mean, that could be it. There could be a lack of support coming from your family or home life, or there could be a lack of funds that creates the opportunity for you to do the traveling. Makes it very, very difficult for you to find your way and pivot. And then the thing is, though, that's telling me that this is something that has to be let go of, is this death in reverse. This is blocking the transition. This is blocking the change that wants to occur, okay? There's more information that's going to come in. And part of that information is understanding that you're actually not as you're not as satisfied or content or complacent as you are making yourself believe you are. Does that make sense? Like, you're not really seeing just how unfitting the current situation is for you, and that's preventing you from giving it your all. That's preventing you from really saying, okay, I'm willing to let go of all these things in order to make the travel happen. And you got to get clear on that. Are you willing to let go of those things to make the travel happen? Or is there something that needs to be done to kind of fix what situation you're in currently to make that better? Certainly some passionate feelings about this, but you're having trouble getting people on board to support you. And there's a lack of confidence here. I'm feeling like there's a lot of energy, a lot of internal energy that is self-sabotage. It's blocking you from the travel opportunity. You're really lacking a lot of confidence, and your thought that you're able to navigate it. There's a fear of a lot of hard work that comes along with the traveling. Then you've got the Hierophant, and then you've got the Magician. So there's some kind of repeated pattern that's holding you back from having the traveling opportunities. There's this repeated pattern of, or habit or tradition, that is preventing you from taking the plunge, from taking the next step. So you got to get really clear on, is travel really what you're passionate about? And do you really feel confident? If you don't feel confident, it doesn't mean you shouldn't feel confident. It means you have some self-reflection to address so that you can start energetically creating the opportunity for travel to occur. There's something energetically blocking you from allowing that opportunity to come in. And I think that you're getting that answer today because we're doing the Earth Magic Monday reading. So it is all very, very focused on manifestation. And here is your manifestation block. All right. So get clear. You got to get that clarity and you got to get that focus in order to break some of these energy binds, the stagnation, the blocks, the things that are energetically holding you back from receiving this opportunity to travel. Okay? And they're sometimes they're going to feel very logical. Sometimes when we are blocking the energy on a subconscious level, we make reasons that we can justify. And sometimes those reasons are like, well, I can't be away from my family, or I don't have the money to do it, or I won't be able to navigate this and that, or, the list is endless. Like, we come up with beautiful, creative reasons for not doing things all the time. And sometimes that's what's happening that blocks that energy from creating the opportunities. Okay? So that's your reading one, Luffy. I hope that helps. Take some time this week to do some meditation. All right, Stephen Yuri. Should I proceed with eliminating my problem with family? Let's find out. And hi, Ari, the Aries Princess. We've got motivational vibes. Hi, ASMR Healing. Good morning. I hope everyone's doing well and had a great weekend. And I'm going to just focus in on this question. Should I proceed with eliminating my problem with family? Should Stephen proceed with eliminating his problem with family? Should Stephen proceed with eliminating his problem with family? Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, got the chariot here. Got the chariot coming in. You should stay on course. Proceed. Ace of Pentacles coming in reverse. Could be delayed gratification there. You could have some stumbling along the way. When that time comes, you need to reassess internally. Okay? Stay on course, but don't expect it to happen overnight. There's going to be a delay in the gratification of problem solving. There's going to be something that throws you off whack or makes you feel like you're not making the right decision. There could be, I'm feeling a little bit of like maybe gaslighting or people making you doubt yourself. When that happens, you got to look inward, turn inward. Don't look outward for answers. It's gonna create some hard work for you, and you're not gonna know exactly what to do in all of the situations coming up. You're gonna feel like at times you're gonna feel like you're losing control over the situation and you're not certain that you're taking the right action. When that happens, just keep on turning inward, looking inward. And then you got the High Priestess here. Remember that there's more information. There's hidden information. Okay? There's more for you to know. And you might not at every moment have all of the information needed. There's a degree of like, you gotta just stay on course and have faith with this. Page of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse, King of Swords in reverse, the Star. Yeah, all of these cards are telling me that you're on the right track. You got to keep doing what you're doing, and things are going to happen at the time that they need to happen. But you're going to have a lot of moments along the way that are going to make you feel like you're not making the right decision, or you're not conducting the right actions, or you're doing the wrong thing. When those things happen, just keep looking inward. Allow yourself the pauses, the stops and starts. Just stay in your lane. okay? You don't have to go consistently through. You can go a little bit and stop and then regroup and then go a little bit and then stop and regroup and get clarity and then go a little bit, okay? Just stay in your lane, all right? So I hope that that makes sense. I think it does. I think that that should probably make sense. You're on the right track. Just know that it's not going to be easy. People aren't necessarily going to listen to you right away. Thank you for that question, and thank you for that answer. Harry the Aries Princess, motivational vibes, ASMR healing, connection is fine. Thank you, ASMR healing. What a wonderful compliment. Motivational vibes. May I ask, will I overall do good in the Youth Master's degree that will lead to opportunities? Okay. Motivational vibes. Will they overall do good in the Youth Master's degree that will lead to opportunities? All right. Will that Youth Master's degree lead to opportunities as a result of motivational vibes ability actions? Will that lead to? Hi, come on in. I am. I'm on live here. Here we go. Okay, so first thing is the Seven of Cups coming in reverse. So it could be suggesting that following through with this Youth Masters program is helping you get direction, to help you get focus and like really plan a way. And it is going to require a lot of hard work. But it's nothing that you won't be able to do. It's like you're going to have your bumps along the road, but as long as you keep going back, keep doing the work, keep stepping in. Now, there is a degree of frustration or lack of satisfaction. Let me really listen to this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think that you're going to have a lot of. I think that this is a path that's going to give you some direction and clarity, but it's not really looking like it's going to bring you satisfaction. It looks more like a way to solve a problem. Does that make sense? Like this is one possible solution to solving a problem, but it might not be the thing that brings you the highest joy, the highest good. Yeah, you might, this Page of Cups coming in here, as an answer to this. I wonder if there's a little bit more exploration that can be done. Talking to some people maybe, being curious about some other things. I'm feeling very boxed in with this Youth Masters program. I'm feeling like, okay, this is a solution to the current problem. I can make this work. And if I make this work, it's going to solve something. But the motivation is not going to be there forever. To like, once the problem is solved, you're going to find yourself in a different problem. You know what I mean? Like, and that problem is going to be that you're doing a lot of work and you're not really feeling great about the work that you're doing. It's going to make you feel kind of empty. Take some time right now and really listen to your gut. We're getting a lot of readings today about like listening to the call, like find your calling. This is a good way to solve a problem, this Youth Masters program, but you might need to consider maybe changing the program. Like maybe you should be getting your master's degree, but maybe not in this particular program. Is that the case? Yeah, that's going to bring you victory. So take another look. Take another look at what you're putting the effort into. There might be another more fulfilling solution than this Youth Masters program. Okay? So just take time to consider that and then make a decision. All right? Know that this kind of energy is in there, and ultimately we come here and we get to learn what we're supposed to learn, and we are given opportunity after opportunity to find our calling and find our connection and live our highest good. So if you were to continue with this master's program, it's not like you'll never achieve, enlightenment or satisfaction. It just might be that this was the long way. It seems like the easy solution, not the easy solution, but the most reliable solution to a problem, but it's not necessarily the case. So just take some time to consider and really listen to your gut. If you're feeling like you have any red flags about this program, you should follow up on those. Acknowledge them, at least. Really acknowledge the red flags and see how they're sitting with you. Thank you for that question. Everything does deal with patience. Ari, the Aries princess, can you tell me, what will my future spouse, dad, think of me if he's in the picture and I will end up meeting him? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Well, let's start with like future spouse, dad. Are you ever going to meet them? Are they in the picture? What will they think of you? Okay. What's the situation with the future spouse's father? It could be really good. The Ten of Pentacles coming in strong here. And the Ten of Pentacles represents family and safety and security. And there is a strong paternal vibe in this card. Okay, this is like the protector situation. And there's harmony in here. So your future spouse's father, I think at least wants to be in the picture. And if they are, it's going to be a good thing. There's something preventing, I don't know what it is, but there is a situation that could come up that's going to prevent that from happening. And it has to do with like a massive change, the ending of something, and that causing there to be a breakdown in receiving the opportunity. Oh, interesting. Okay. So what I'm hearing is that your future spouse's father really does have the intention to be present, to be there, to be a part of everything, and you guys will get along great, but there are other people involved. Perhaps your future spouse's mother or someone in the family who's kind of like talking negatively about this person and saying things that would prevent you from having this relationship. There's definitely a potential breakdown here that would prevent you from having this relationship with your future spouse's father. And it's going to be based on some really strong emotions, okay? So the potential is there for this person to be a healthy, good part of your life. That being said, there's a whole lot that could get in the way of it, and I'm feeling very much like those things are already in place to prevent this person from being a strong part. You're going to have to use your judgment on this, okay? I would say don't listen to other people. Don't listen to gossip right now. If you're hearing people say bad or negative things about your future spouse's father, just take it with a grain of salt, okay? Allow your own judgment to be the driving factor, not other people's, okay? So thank you for that question. Thank you for that answer. Oh, motivational vibes. You should consider looking further into that other degree. Yeah. Oh, well, that's your, if your body doesn't feel right when you think about something, that's your body telling you it's a no. Lama Dolly, can I answer a question? Did the people at the Airbnb from 2 days ago hack my phone and go through your stuff? I think they were a gay couple and one of them was deaf. Okay. Did they hack? Your phone and go through your stuff? Did they hack your phone and go through your stuff? Was it them specifically? Did the people who were at the Airbnb 2 days ago, did they do it? Did they do the hacking? They go through their stuff. No, I think you're paranoid. Yeah. I think you gotta let go of that notion. I don't think that that's going anywhere, and set off course in another direction in terms of your thoughts. I'm not seeing that they've done any of that. You're causing yourself a lot more work than you have to. And you're disappointed. It's like you're creating a lot of work for yourself by imagining this scenario and being really upset about it, and you're actually going to like do stuff, and you don't need to, okay? You definitely don't need to. Yeah, there's everything's okay. You're getting the justice card here. Everything is okay. They're not hacking your stuff. They're not looking through your things. They honestly came to visit, and then they're like on their way. They've already left. They're not thinking about you at all. And you're causing a lot of work for yourself over something that didn't happen. So you're fine. You're safe. They didn't hack your stuff. All right. Thank you for that question. Yeah, it definitely feels like you're feeling kind of paranoid. That 7 of Cups in reverse came out pretty strong, and that can be like when we get anxious over something and we think of the worst case scenarios and we start snowballing and going down a spiral of like fear and doom and dread and all of the things that could be wrong, and then we start finding evidence that supports our biggest worries and fears. And I'm feeling very much like that's what you're in right now. It's sort of like a doom spiral. So I'm glad you asked that question. Take a few deep breaths and start like It's hard to do when you're feeling scared, but if you can, start pretending like there are other options, that there are other truths, right? Just make it up. Just make up best case scenarios. Like, if it's, because honestly, it's possible for someone to hack your phone and be following you around and like dig through all your stuff, right? It's also possible for someone to hack your phone and send you $1 million. Ridiculous, right? It's totally ridiculous. But if it's a way for you to allow your mind to start thinking of best case scenarios. And then when you've kind of balanced it out, you found your equilibrium, then you can take measures to be like, okay, you know what? Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and change my password, or whatever you would need to do in order to take reasonable cautious steps, precaution. That's where you want to go in order to feel safe, but don't catastrophize right now. All right, let's see who's coming in next. You're welcome, Ari, the Aries princess. Yes, we can absolutely raise negative vibrations. So you feel like people are lurking and watching you. I'm going to tell you a funny story. When I was, ever since as long as I can remember, I have been very, very present to the feeling of when someone else is watching me or in the room. When I was a kid, it used to scare me because as soon as I would enter a room, I would feel whether or not there was an entity or a presence there, some energy that was conscious, and it would scare me when I was a kid. And then through time, I started learning, like, yeah, there are energies around us, there are entities around us, and some of them are conscious and aware of our presence, but that doesn't mean they're all bad. And as soon as I recognized that, I was able to differentiate between what were the good entities, like the ones that meant me, benevolence, and what were the ones that were directing negative energy toward me. And now it's very, very obvious. So you may be in a place right now where, spiritually speaking, you're recognizing that you're not alone. And that's a really scary thing. So it could be that. I mean, that is not outside of the realm of possibility at all. But are you being hacked? Is someone following you? Have you been hacked? No. This is the Fool here. This is like, you got to let go of that. You really got to let go. This is a clear potential, right? It's certainly possible for any one of us to be hacked, but that's not what's happening for you right now. Okay? You have not been hacked. No one's following you. There's clarity around you. Okay? There's clarity. Have faith. Trust the universe. All right? Clear your mind. All right. Lovely. What does Zach think of you? Hi, Lovely. Let's find out what Zach thinks of you. Thank you for your question. What does Zach think of Lovely? Can we ask that question? I'm getting some resistance. I don't know that Zach wants the answer to be shared. I'm not sure. Sometimes I do get resistance when we're talking about a third person that isn't in the room to give permission. Let's see what we're being told here about Zach. Yeah, Zach wants to be disconnected right now. Zach is not going to give us an answer. This is the card of isolation and detachment. So what else could we ask about Zach? Let's ask, rather than ask what Zach thinks of you, let's ask, could things work out between you and Zach? I would stay away from Zach. Don't go anywhere near Zach. You're getting the Devil card followed by the Fool in reverse. You should feel extremely cautious about Zach. Zach is, there's something about your interest in Zach that is based on an unhealthy pattern. It's based on a false belief of what love is. It's not going to take you to where you want to be. Okay? You should think very, very carefully before entering into anything with Zach. There's something compelling you toward him, and it's not a good thing. You got to get some real clarity here. Yeah. Right now, you have big feelings about Zach, and it's getting in your way of thinking clearly about him. It's a really good idea for you to reach out and get some other opinions on this guy. Okay? Talk to friends, talk to family, see what they think, and see if you can talk yourself off of the Zach ledge. I'm not sure that's a good thing for you. Thank you for that question. Oh, thank you for subscribing, lovely. I appreciate that. Ah, that's scary, Mama Dolly. Yeah. Bless you too. ASMR healing. Yes, you can have an update. Excuse me. Dry. The air is dry. And I've been doing a lot of talking. Could we have an update for ASMR healing? Okay, interesting. So ASMR healing, you're asking for an update. And what I'm hearing is there may be another message that wants to come through. That does not necessarily pertain to the update that you're referring to. So this might be a two-parter, okay? Can we start with the update and then receive the message that you want to provide to ASMR healing? Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. Right now, okay, I'm being told that I can't answer your question until Spirit delivers this message. All right? The Emperor card coming in here is telling you that it is time to really take the reins of your situation and look at what's needed, okay? There's something going on in the way of a bad relationship, and if it's like if the timing is not right. There's something unhealthy about a romantic relationship. I don't know if you're in it right now, or if someone's about to enter your life and your spirit guides are like, you know, pump the brakes on that. It's going to cause you a great deal of worry and anxiety. It's not for your highest good, whatever this relationship is. There's a lack of true unity, and there's the potential for someone to be kind of controlling with you. It's going to result in disappointment and worry and an unhealthy. Usually when the Hermit comes in, I'm being told that like it's time for you to step outside of yourself and talk to some people. Not this time. This Hermit is saying if you get involved in this unhealthy relationship situation, you're going to go inward on a very isolated level and start berating yourself internally. You're going to turn all of the things that are negative inward, and you're going to take responsibility for things that aren't yours, and it's going to be very unhealthy for you, okay? So you're being asked to let go of whatever this relationship is. That's really, really important. I don't know what this relationship has to do with. I don't know if it's in your life or about to be in your life, but Spirit is like, you got to let that go. That is not good for you. So, okay, was that everything? Can we get just an update now? Thank you for that reading. I understand why that was important. You know what? It might not even be necessarily a romantic relationship. It's just someone in your life who you have big feelings over, big feelings toward. Could be a friend, could be a business partner, but it's someone who does not have your best interests in mind, and they're going to try and blame you for things, make you responsible for their failures. I don't know. Stay away from it, though. And if you already have it, let it go. All right. Let's get an update. Can we have an update for ASMR healing, please? Queen of Cups in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse. Knight of Swords upright. Okay, so you've been doing some work for sure, and there's a little bit of feeling off kilter, feeling a little bit low energy, feeling a little bit like you are lacking, not direction, but it's like recently you have experienced a feeling of deep connection and inspiration and a new level of understanding. And today, or maybe yesterday, there's this feeling of like, uh-oh, I don't feel as connected as I did a couple days ago, or something like that. It's something like that. That is your self-doubt. It's not the truth, okay? Just keep moving forward. Just keep going. If you hit that stumbling block where you're feeling like there's a lack of passion, a lack of emotion, a lack of depth, a lack of connection, if you hit that stumbling block, you're being asked to remember that that's normal. And if you make it a thing, like that's not true. You're lying to yourself. If you use that as evidence to say you're not on the right track, you're lying to yourself a little bit. Even if you don't realize that's what you're doing, it's like self-sabotage. Just keep on going. Just keep going with clarity. Just let your mind be clear and move forward. Three of Swords upright, Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay, so yeah, and don't listen to people who are giving you advice that isn't for you, okay? If the advice, even me, if the advice isn't for you and you're not feeling it, don't listen to it. It's just going to cause you trouble, and it's going to make you feel like you got something else to worry about. So even if it's me saying this, and I don't say this, I don't know why I say the things that I say other than that's what's coming through. But make sure that whatever I'm saying, I guess, is interpreted correctly. And if other people are saying things to you that make you feel like you are not on the right track, don't listen to them. That could really get in the way, and it's a manipulation. There might be some people out there that don't want to see you do well. Keep on going. Look, you're getting the Queen of Pentacles in here. You're ready for the birth of something big. Like, you're ready for it. Don't let anybody get in your way. Okay? And don't doubt yourself. If you do feel like there's a lack, like you felt something and then that something that you were feeling is no longer there, don't get worried that it's gone. Okay? Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean that you're off track. Keep going forward. Just keep going forward. Thank you for that question. All right. Yeah, sometimes they do, lovely. Sometimes they seem like a nice guy. Oh, Joanna Jones, we're getting an update on the SOAB job. All right. Is Joanna Jones going to get that SOAB job? Joanna Jones, SOAB job. She's going to get the job. Ooh, looks like yes. Hierophant is in the upright position. And the Chariot is in the upright position. Yeah, the Hermit is in reverse, the Queen of Wands. So you made a good impression. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking like the answer is yes. You're going to be offered that job. Don't be shy. Be yourself. Be confident. Be really confident. This is a time for you to be confident. And get people on board, okay? You might end up finding a leadership position in this SOAB job. So yeah, let go of any worries, let go of anything that is holding you back from this, and just go for it. I know that there's a little bit of there was something going on last week when you asked the question about the SOAB job, and there was some kind of weird energy coming through. But the answer to today's question is yes, you will get the job, and you want to be confident, and it might create an opportunity for you to be in a strong leadership position, which would be really good. Thank you for your question. Paper trails. Saloni Uday Kadakar Saloni 16 2003 Mumbai. Okay. My only husband, is he in future he made for each other? Okay. There might be a better path for you. There might be someone else. Whoever you have in mind right now, I'm not sure they're going to offer you exactly what you're looking for. You might need to take some more time to take care of yourself. There's also a situation here with children. I don't know if this is the right person to have children with, or there's something about that. There's something about this person and children that don't mix, and I don't know what that means. But you might want to take another look. It might not be the person that you think. There's someone else though who is. There is a right person for you, and you will be together. It might not be this one though. Okay? So keep that in mind. And just keep giving yourself love. Just keep, self-love is going to be really important for you. That's coming in here very, very strong. All right? Thank you for that question. I do not speak French. I'm sorry. I wish I did. ASMR healing. Joanna Jones. Thank you. Ah. See. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that's the right one. Let me see. And I wonder if it's the child aspect. If your plans are marriage, business, child, I wonder if with him there's going to be an issue with the child factor. Now the sun is coming upright. You're going to have to go with your gut on this. I mean, it's like it's saying that this person that you're thinking of could work, but there's also someone else out there that might be a little bit better suited for you. And when you meet them, things are going to go very, very quickly. And Queen of Wands reversed, Hierophant reversed, and then the Eight of... Yeah, I think there's someone else. I really do. I think that there's someone else for you that is meant to be... You're meant to be with a different person. And you want to follow that. You want to follow that path. Okay? All right, guys. We've been talking for about an hour. My throat is getting dry, and I need to get on with the rest of my day. So I thank you all so much for being here. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing and share with any friends who you think might be interested. I will see you tomorrow for True Intentions Tuesdays. Have a wonderful Monday, and I will talk to you then.